amidst all the moments of glitz, the surprises, and unexpected turnout of events, the Ghana Premier League.
Down, and Kotoko do have another goal here. Bakra has the ball. Christopher Bonny scores. It is Asafok 1. Kumasi Asante Kotoko 1.
Oh yeah, the ball is very, very interesting. Both side and side, they are all doing well. In fact, I'm happy that I'm coming from Ghana.
I promise you a lot more this season. We are going to give you the best previews, the best interviews, and watch out for the many surprises we have for you on The Beautiful Game. The centre cannot just hold, as it is becoming increasingly difficult to revitalize the withering oak tree, much identical to the Chile add-ons. But is it all a fairy tale for those with their noses in front? Will the tables turn? Will the story be different at the end? These and many questions will find answers to as we unfold the 2019-2020 Ghana Premier League season within the next 31 weeks. So don't flinch, don't blink, just stay glued on The Beautiful Game with me, Abigail Senasoso, and let's unravel the mystery of this noteworthy season. This is The Beautiful Game with me, Abigail Senasoso. So a big thank you to Sama Couture for my attire, and also to Golden Hill Soccer Academy. We enjoy much support from you. Big Depot, giving you cakes, food, however you want it, food made with love. And also to Eugenia of Miraglo for my makeup. Before we review results for match day 2, I'll quickly introduce my guest, who is an ardent follower and lover of Ghana football, and so you know that Ghana Premier League is just one of his babies, like he was telling us earlier on. With me is the editor of Football Made in Ghana, Sheikh Tofik. Sheikh, we are pleased you're able to spare us your time on The Beautiful Game.
I'm humbled.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Match day 2 will go down as a weekend with a lot of history and bites at the end of the season, as entertainment met football at the Accra Sports Stadium on Friday. My Friday night was excellent, as I watched good football and got entertained by the youth president, as he's known. So let's quickly go through our results in other games. On Saturday, Interlice beat Betem United by 2-1, and then on Sunday at the Akon Park, another history that will go down. Mediama FC on a neutral venue beat Accra Hearts of Oak by 3-0. West African Football Academy at home in Sogakope thrashed the Bushra Droughts by 2 goals. Great Olympics were also beaten at the Accra Sports Stadium by Adriana Stars on Sunday, and then Elmina Shark shared spoils with Karela United. 11 Wonders were beaten by a lone goal by Dreams FC, and then Bekum Chelsea also drew with Liberty Professional. And Ashgold at the Barbara Sports Stadium beat King Faisal by a lone goal. Sheikh, I think this is the first time we are meeting since the 2019-2020 Premier League season commenced. After 2 weeks, over 1,620 minutes, the controversies are just too many than the number of minutes we have played. What is your general perception or your general take after match day 2?
For me, I think that it's not been overly controversial. The controversy is centered, and that is Accra Hearts of Oak. You know, for the other clubs, I think they are doing marvelously very well. We've seen King Faisal losing 2 matches on a go, but they've not complained. You know, it tells you something is changing.
And have the feel is too early to complain?
No, it's not. We know the character of Alhaji Cruiser. Lose a first game away, lose a second game at home, and he'll be complaining about refereeing. Even in the first game, he started complaining, but when he saw videos of the goal that he was complaining about, he had to concede. So I think that a lot is changing, and it's becoming, you know, increasingly acceptable that the game is taking a different dimension. Great Olympics have lost their first 2 matches. First game away at Ashgold, they lost by 3-0. They stayed at home, played against Adriana Stars. Marvelous game, fantastic by all standards. Glasson Awaku was virtually the player of the match, you know, in my estimation. But the game ended, and they lost to Adriana Stars. You know, so it's becoming entertaining. It's gathering a lot of storm. You watch the Asante Kotoko Lagos City's game, and I tell you what, after that particular game, I met a fan who was so worried. Was like, why are you worried? Lagos City just came about a week or 2 ago, and you are so worried. Say, no, I'm a phobian. I came to support them to beat Kotoko, but they have disappointed me. So if that game is to, you know, is anything to go by, and then you add that of the Mediama you know, the
I was
Akon
coming
it,
to that.
it tells you how the controversies at Hearts of Oak, you know, are growing.
But I'll tell you this. I was at the Akon Park, and I thought that Hearts of Oak played an improved game than they did in Bekum.
For me, when I saw the lineup, I knew obviously Hearts would play an improved game. But I knew the Medeama side. This is a side that is so rich and impregnated with a lot of quality. So ahead of the game, I knew, I'm a Phobian, I knew we will lose to Medeama. And I remember even telling one of the national team coaches that the thing I'm praying to avoid
is the number of goals.
Because I know Medeama will beat them not less than 3 goals. And it happened. So he was like, how did you know? I said, look, I watched the side. They have quality. They have young players who are good. They have a very good manager. They want to prove something.
Yeah.
So going to play against them, I knew, yes. And at the time that the team is in crisis, the head coach of the side has been kicked off because of, you know, certificate issues. You know, some players in the team had not gotten their contracts renewed. A whole lot of things. So I knew going to play against Medeama at that particular point was going to be a very big, you know, headache for Hearts of Oak. And even before the start of the season, I had predicted that Hearts will lose the first game, lose the second game to Medeama, win against Ebusian Dwarfs, and that is where the Phobian, you know, the revitalization of the oak tree will start again. So after winning against Dwarfs, a lot of things will change in Hearts of Oak.
Is Wafa going to repeat what we know them for? You come to Togakope and you would have to lose.
For their home grounds, I think it is only 2 clubs this season that I have tipped to be able to stop them. And that is Ashgood and Medeama. For Wafa, their place is a fortress.
It looks like there will be a lot more to discuss and analyze as the league goes by. But if you have not followed us on YouTube, subscribe. It is Ghana League TV on Facebook. We are the Beautiful Game TBG. You can tweet at us at This Is My League on Twitter. Tell us how your club is faring, which players are doing well for you, and who you tip to be the best player at the end of the season. Let's see how the clubs are standing after match day 2. Medeama FC are on top with 6 points. Aduana Stars follow also on 6 points. Dreams FC are third on 6 points. Ashgold, after beating King Faisal, are also fourth with 6 points. Asante Kotoko, despite their 3-1 win over Legon Cities, are fifth, also on 6 points. West African Football Academy are sixth, also with 6 points. Bekum Chelsea, after drawing with Liberty Professionals, are seventh on 4 points. Bechem United also are 8th with 3 points. Inter Allies are 9th after winning their first game with 3 points. Liberty Professionals are 10th with 2 points. Karela United are 11th with just a point. Legon Cities also with just a point. Elmina Sharks are 13th. 11 Wonders dropped from 11th to 14th. And King Faisal are 15th with no points. Ebusia Dwarfs, Accra Hearts of Oak, and Great Olympics are in that order without points. Sheikh, this is the table after match day 2. What is going on? Would it be like this?
No, it wouldn't. It will obviously change. For the top 6 clubs, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I'm only surprised with the clubs that are down, especially with Hearts of Oak, because yes, I expected, you know, Medeama to win. I expected Chelsea to win because I had watched Hearts of Oak during the preseason. But I think that with their stature, you know, the last time they lost their first 2 matches in a season was about in 2010 season under Ia Lachman.
Yeah.
You know, they lost their first 2 matches and they struggled in the season. So this is the second time such a thing is happening to the club again. But I believe they will pick up. But when you look at the top 6 clubs, I think that their performance is enough justification of the positions.
So
a lot of people did not know about Dreams FC. Before the season, I had predicted that in the top 5 clubs at the end of the season, Dreams FC will be there.
yeah.
People felt, look, it's because of your affiliation with
and
the club.
names that they knew have left. They didn't know
but
that
see,
the ones that were coming up.
This is a club that I think, apart from Wafa, has the average, in terms of age, the youngest team. Apart from Wafa,
Yeah.
the next youngest team in the
and the
league
progression is also there.
is superb.
Yeah.
They've gotten a very good technical team, Karim Zito and then Wilfred Dortmund. And there are even players who have not been active as of now.
Yeah.
And see, they have a lot of energy. It's the reason they played against King Faisal. They scored 1 goal in the first half, scored 3 in the second half.
Sure.
It tells you about the strength of the team. They played against 11 Wonders. They scored in the first half. In the second half, they did not concede. So they drew 0-0 in the second half. They won in the first half. So 11 Wonders improved, but they couldn't break through.
So now it will look more like if you are playing against Dreams FC, you know that whatever happens, that 1 goal can come in the first half.
Surely. So you possibly have to maybe work towards
scoring more than
preventing that particular 1 goal in the first half. But in the second half, you have to work extra harder because they come with a lot of energy.
So for you, on third spot is no fluke. It can be like that.
Not at all. They can see. I wouldn't want to put a lot of pressure on Dreams FC by saying they will win the league, but they can win the league. If people keep an eye on Ashgold, Mediama, Ediana, and Kotoko,
they should also,
Dreams FC may surprise a lot of people.
They should also keep an eye on Dreams
FC. Obviously.
Okay, so Sheikh thinks that Dreams FC has averagely the youngest players with such good quality.
Apart from Wafa.
But they are also touted as the scientific soccer lads, giving you excellent football anytime they play. Now they have a new coach that one can say is a novice to the Ghana Premier League. Coach Oklu is so sure that he is the right man after Reggae has to be excused so he can get his license A, and is sure of a new Liberty Professionals under his reign.
I'm David Dixon Oklu, a former footballer and now a coach. Okay, but most of my career I played it in Asia, okay. Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and I was in Brunei too. So in a nutshell, from there, when I'm getting to the end of my career, I decided to venture into coaching, which I started when I was playing professionally, because over there, what they do is they select with the professional, like the foreigners. And every Saturday, as your social responsibility, you go and coach in the schools. So that's where I developed the taste for coaching. When I come for holidays, I have my own club called Match FC. I coach them in the 3rd division. We qualified to first in Dodowa. Okay. From there, I went to Forest Stars, the same thing. It's an area team. Qualified them also to the 2nd division. We're in the same league with Vision and Dreams. Recently, I was with Fouadan in Togo North. Then Sahel of Niger. We finished pre-season recently at Ganama. I may say the attacking mentality and the free-flowing football. You get it. That's what I want to bring to Liberty. I want to bring that mentality back to Liberty. Liberty used to be one of the best teams in Ghana here. Those days when they call the Blasters, you could see 8, 7, 5 players of Liberty in the squad. That's what I want to bring back. And Liberty want a new project, and that is what excites me. The way they want things to be done, and that's why I'm here. Any tournament or league I go into, I go for the ultimate. I go for the ultimate. So that's what I'll be pursuing.
We are still on the beautiful game with me, Abigail Senasosu, and we are grateful to Golden Hill Soccer Academy for their support, to Big Depot giving us food, drinks just the way we want it, also to Mirror Glow for my makeup and Salma Couture for my attire today. Back to Liberty Professionals. Coach Oklu, new to the Ghana Premier League but has a lot of things outside. Can he give us that scientific football we have no Liberty for?
I think he can. I've watched, a few of their games under him. Friendly matches, the game against their first game against Legon Cities. I watched the highlights, and I think that the Liberty we knew under Slide Tete, Salas Tete, possibly is coming back again. They play very good football, very attractive. They are more possessive in nature. They play to win.
Yeah.
And that is the Liberty we knew long ago. And I think he's trying to relive those days. They went all the way to Brecum, Chelsea.
A dreaded like that.
A dreaded, venue, but they were able to pick a point there. So it should tell you that, look, apart from the wind of change blowing around all matches, they are also putting in a lot of efforts.
But at the end of the day, you can play all the beautiful game, and then the result is what fans would want, or those back home would expect you to bring.
But Abigail, like I said earlier, there are so many ways of getting the results. You can defend to win, you can possess to win, you can play to win, and you can also sit back to win. There are so many ways, but make the fan who has come to the stadium happy. Let them get the value of what they paid for. So they come to the stadium to watch football. You give them beautiful football, and you still score.
Coach Oklu is a novice or a new man when it comes to Ghana Premier League. How would you advise him, a novice, just to able to come up there, or maybe be a part of the top four coaches you would talk about at the end of the league?
No, he must be very particular about the style of play of the club. Let them play. You are playing 34 matches.
Yes.
We've played only two. We are left with 32. Play good football. If you play good football and you don't even start well, it will stay with the team and the chances will come. The season that Liberty perhaps did not perform very well, that was the season Latif Blessing won the Goal King of the season. And he got transferred. Benadata was the top assist of the club at that time. You have Samuel Safo. As a centre back, he has scored 7 goals. So even in the season that they were not performing very well, their players were
kept their identity.
Exactly. So that must be kept. Keep the team together. Let them play very good football.
Okay, so for Sheikh Taufik, identity is very much important. He spent 7 years with one of the best soccer academies in Ghana, Right to Dream Academy, moved to a Premier League side, Inter Allies, just for a season, and now has joined Liberty Professionals and is promising us a very good season with his side. Let's meet Emmanuel Isaka.
I'm Emmanuel Isaka, a winger and I play for Liberty Professionals. It started from Right to Dream, so I played Right to Dream almost 7 years now. Then I moved to Inter Allies for 1 season, and I came straight to Liberty. Yeah, as a winger, I think the most thing you have to do is like take players on to create chances for the striker to score, and mostly to assist and score. Yeah. I think I'm coming to do my best. I'm not saying that I'm going to, to just do my best and to help the club move forward. Get most assists and scoring too. That's my target for this season. Actually, I'm not. I gotta say I will just do my best to score most of the goals. But I can't say I'll score this month of goals. Yeah, I think so. Of course, I'm going to do my best to move Liberty forward.
You can find us on YouTube, we are Ghana League TV. On Facebook, we are The Beautiful Game TBG. And on Twitter, you can tweet at us at This Is My League. You are still on The Beautiful Game with me, Abigail Senasosu, and my guest today is Sheikh Taufik. Sheikh, player from Right to Dream.
Yes, it's one of the advantages that Ghana as a country has enjoyed from these academies.
Okay.
Wafa, Right to Dream Academy, and the other academies that are in the system. And when a player of Right to Dream is playing, you can see the Right to Dream identity in that particular player. You can make a list of all the players that have played for Right to Dream and where they are playing now, and you can see clearly that where they started from, they still have the bloodline of their previous football still in them. Beautiful progression for Emmanuel Isaka. Will make the most of it and shine at Liberty Professionals. Well, week 3 is here with us with a lot to look forward to as football action begins on Saturday with a cracker at the Dansoman Car Windhoek Park, where Liberty Professionals will host Midiama SC. And in other fixtures, Adriana Stars
will welcome King Faisal to Doma. Asante Kotoko will also play Bekum. Chelsea Ashgold play Techiman 11 Wonders. As Bechem United squared over the Great Olympics, Dreams FC at the Theatre of Dreams will play Legon Cities FC. Eldina Sharks will play West African Football Academy. At the Akon Park, Harela United will play Inter Allies. Sheikh, we are entering match day 3 gradually. We are reducing the 34 weeks. This is what we have. But our big game clearly is going to be on Saturday. The two sides are yet to lose. Can Liberty hold Media Mercy?
I see it to be a very difficult game for Liberty professionals, even though they are playing at home. You look at the Mediama SC side, and they are rich in all angles. From defense,
are we not blowing this out of proportion?
We are not. Remember,
decorating Mediama to be that monster.
Before the season was truncated, they were on top of the league.
Yes, arguably.
Yes, and from that time, they've been able to keep some experienced players in the team.
Those that left are even back.
Exactly. And they've gotten some equally young players who are also, pushing for the opening to flourish, also in the team.
So in other fixtures, it's going to be Asante Kotoko versus Bekum Chelsea in Kumasi.
Well, I've said somewhere before that Bekum Chelsea have been a very stubborn side for Asante Kotoko, especially at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. They were the reason David Duncan was never happy at Kotoko. They started his problems. Gave him 3-0 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and the problem started. They have also started the season very well.
Very well.
They travelled away to beat House of Oak by a goal to the Accra Sports Stadium. Drew at home to Liberty Professionals. They even had a penalty, and the goalkeeper saved it. So they are also playing very good football, and they've got experience and youthfulness combined. Chelsea, I'm just giving them a clue. They can only beat Kotoko in the first half.
Okay.
If they are unable to score more than a goal in the first half, they should forget it. In the second half, it's either a draw or Kotoko wins.
Okay, so let's predict our match of the week. That's Liberty against Mediama. What's your scoreline going to be like for you?
I can't predict scoreline, but I can predict outcome. I think Mediama will win the game.
Another win for Mediama SC, according to our guest here. So it's an interesting weekend, if you ask me. So just dash to that venue near you and let's see how it goes for your club. Sheikh, we are very grateful for your time with us on Beautiful Game. And also, we are grateful to Salma Couture for my attack today, to Mirror Glow, to Golden Hill Soccer Academy, and Big Depot, giving you food, drinks just the way you want it. Let's meet at that venue near you for another interesting exchanges, because this is our league.